In the heart of southern Mississippi, a young boy named John was born into a reality many dread: poverty. In a world where dreams are often blown away like dandelion seeds in the wind, John's story began. Born into a family that had been wrestling with poverty for generations, John's early years were a testament to resilience. His childhood was not marked by lavish birthday parties or summer vacations. It was etched with the harsh lines of struggle and survival. Growing up, John's world was a small, dilapidated house that creaked with the weight of their hardships. His family's dinner table often bore the stark reality of their circumstances: a few morsels of food, stretched thin to feed numerous mouths. Yet amidst all this, the one thing that never waned was their spirit, their courage, their unwavering resolve to survive. John's days were not filled with the carefree laughter of childhood, but peppered with the echoes of his parents' relentless struggle to make ends meet. His lullabies were not sweet melodies, but the hushed whispers of his parents' hopes and dreams for a better future. His playground was not a lush green park, but the rough terrains of life's harsh realities. Yet, in these seemingly grim circumstances, John found a flicker of hope. He found solace in the power of knowledge, the promise of a brighter future it held. His school, a small, under-resourced institution, became his sanctuary, his escape from the biting cold of poverty. John's story is not just about struggle. It's about the indomitable human spirit that refuses to be crushed by adversity. It is about a young boy who dared to dream, dared to hope, despite the harsh canvas of his childhood. His tale is marked by an unfathomable strength and an unyielding resolve, characteristics that were forged in the fires of poverty. And as we delve deeper into his journey, remember this: it was these very fires that tempered John's spirit, shaping him into the man he would become. Despite the odds, John harbored a relentless spirit that refused to be defined by his circumstances. As John grew older, his spirit was not dampened, but rather ignited with a burning desire for change. The poverty that clung to him like a second skin did not deter him. Instead, it fueled his resolve, turning his aspirations into a blazing inferno. He knew that this was not the life he wanted for himself or for his family. He was determined to escape the clutches of his impoverished existence. And so, his fight for change began. In the face of adversity, John found solace in education. He believed that knowledge was the key to unlocking a better future. With limited resources, he devoured books under the dim light of a flickering candle, absorbing the wisdom that was held within their pages. He didn't just read these books, he lived them, applying their teachings to his everyday life. John was also renowned for his tireless work ethic. He knew that dreams alone wouldn't suffice, they needed to be backed by action. So he worked, sometimes juggling multiple jobs at once. His hands bore the scars of his hard work, and his eyes held the fatigue of countless sleepless nights. But he never complained. He understood that this was a necessary part of his journey towards a better life. Even amidst his struggles, John maintained a positive attitude. One day, while working a grueling shift, he humorously quipped, "If hard work were a crime, I'd be serving a life sentence." His ability to find humor in his hardships was a testament to his unwavering spirit. John's life wasn't a walk in the park. It was more like a climb up a steep, treacherous mountain. But he was not discouraged. He faced every challenge head-on, transforming each stumbling block into a stepping stone. He knew that the road to change was not easy, but he was willing to pay the price. Life has a way of rewarding those who persevere. And for John, his turning point was just around the corner. Picture this: a young man named John, raised in the clutches of poverty, striving each day to make ends meet. He had no silver spoon, no inheritance, just a reservoir of dreams and a heart full of hopes. John knew that he needed to break free from the shackles of poverty, but he also knew that it was going to be a steep climb. Then one day, something extraordinary happened. John stumbled upon an opportunity that would change his life forever. It wasn't a lottery win or a sudden inheritance, but a chance to apply for a scholarship to a prestigious university. It was the kind of opportunity that could open doors, create connections, and provide a stepping stone towards a brighter future. John poured his heart and soul into his application, spending long nights to perfect his essays, gather the necessary documents, and prepare for the interview. His hard work paid off when he received the letter of acceptance. It was a moment of joy, relief, and validation. After years of struggle and perseverance, he had finally got a glimmer of hope. With the scholarship, John was able to pursue higher education without the burden of financial constraints. It was a turning point that not only provided him with the chance to acquire knowledge and skills, but also exposed him to a world outside the confines of his impoverished background. John's journey wasn't a walk in the park, but his scholarship was the turning point he had been longing for. It was the catalyst that transformed his life, allowing him to break free from the cycle of poverty. Remember, every cloud has a silver lining, and for John, his silver lining was his scholarship. His story is a testament to the fact that sometimes all it takes is one opportunity to change the course of one's life. And just like that, John's life took a turn for the better. John's story was no longer about surviving poverty, but about thriving beyond it. As John's life unfolded, the shackles of poverty gradually fell away, revealing a vibrant tapestry of accomplishment and prosperity. His life, once bound by the constraints of scarcity, was now a symphony of abundance. He was no longer the boy who fought for every meal, but a man who had the luxury of choice. John's achievements were not just tangible, but deeply personal. He had built a successful business from scratch, a testament to his determination and grit. But his success was not measured in dollars and cents alone. It was reflected in the respect he commanded, the admiration he inspired, and the lives he touched. In the heart of the city, he was known as a beacon of hope, a man who rose from the ashes of hardship to create a life of abundance. But John never forgot his roots. His success was not an escape from his past, but a bridge to a brighter future. He used his prosperity as a tool to uplift his community, to create opportunities where there were none. He funded scholarships for bright young minds, built parks for children to play, and offered loans to budding entrepreneurs. He was not just a benefactor, but a mentor, sharing his wisdom and experiences with those eager to learn. His life became a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of resilience and hard work. John's newfound lifestyle was not just about comfort and luxury. It was about the joy of giving, the fulfillment of making a difference. His story was no longer about the struggle against poverty, but about the triumph of the human spirit. He had transformed his life, not just materially, but in a way that brought meaning and purpose. He had turned his past of scarcity into a present of abundance and a future of possibilities. John had not only escaped poverty, but he had turned his life into a testament of resilience and hope. John's journey from poverty to prosperity is not just a story, but a lesson for us all. Let's take a moment to reflect on the key points from John's tale, a narrative woven with the threads of perseverance, hard work, and an unbreakable positive mindset. John's life was not always one of comfort and success. He was born into a world of struggle, where every day was a fight for survival. But he did not let his circumstances define him. Instead, he chose to define his circumstances. He decided that he was not destined for a life of poverty, but for one of prosperity. He worked tirelessly, day in and day out, never losing sight of his goal. He faced countless obstacles, but he viewed each one as a stepping stone towards success. He embraced the hard times, knowing that they were shaping him into the person he needed to become. John's story is a testament to the power of perseverance. It shows us that no matter how difficult our circumstances may be, we have the ability to change them. It's about not giving up when times are tough, but pushing through with unwavering determination. But perhaps the most important lesson from John's story is the power of a positive mindset. Even in the face of adversity, John always maintained a positive outlook. He believed in himself and his ability to overcome his circumstances. He knew that his mind was his most powerful tool, and he used it to its full potential. John's story is an inspiration to all of us. It shows us that no matter where we come from, no matter what obstacles we face, we have the power to shape our own destiny. It reminds us that the journey may be tough, but the reward is worth every struggle. So, as we conclude this story, let's carry with us the lessons from John's life. Let's remember to persevere, to work hard, and to always maintain a positive mindset. No matter how daunting the journey, remember, like John, you too can change your stars.